Is it really a counter pick when you knew it was gonna come? There we go. So it is Xerxes jungle into the Jarvan, and it's Chachi's Renekton. Now we have seen Renekton cropping up in the LEC. He can make use of some of the new itemization that's coming into 9.4 to make him a bit more durable on those side lanes in terms of scaling. But for me, this should be a very top-focused side of the now, possibly a 3v3.
Oh, here we go. Caps jumps forward, gets rooted up, jumps back with a cleanse.
The G2 know exactly where they can attack on a map.
Mickey and Perks coming down towards this bottom side, but the Lantern will get them away. Chachi dive underneath the tower. Here comes the teleport from Splice. They want to answer this one as Humanoid comes across. Caps might be looking for some damage onto Humanoid, but the Glacial Path just pushes Wonder and Jankos away. Mickey was coming up from the bottom side here. There's a lot of deep vision for G2 already around that blue buff. Humanoid maybe looking for the jump across. There's still no cleanse on Caps as Xerxes steps forward. There's the path. Going on to Jankos. They get the lockdown. Heroic entrance is going to connect, but it's not enough. First blood goes over to Splice, and now Xerxes not in the best of shapes. The Requiem comes out. G2 get a kill in return. Unless you can really set up Chachi for greater success in the top lane, you're struggling.
It could just be that Splice are saying, you know, fall back to our old tricks. We know that we're confident in the 5v5 lane phase, although I'll hold that thought.
Jankos is just around the corner here, but Xerxes on his way as well. Chachi trying to turn it around as Jankos goes in with the Wall of Pain. There's Claxton as well. Jankos down, Chachi gets out. That's how you unlock this Renekton. And now Wonder maybe in for a world of hurt as the Requiem comes down. That will chunk out Chachi only a little bit.
For free. But because Caps has such a dominating presence in the mid lane, this is really dangerous for Splice.
The flash goes in with the taunt, and immediately the teleport comes in from Wonder. Chachi trying to get away with the slice and dice. Perks jumps in with the Canyon Main, but the Lantern will save Chachi in the nick of time. This flash gives him less pressure in the lane. Rift Herald's used mid by G2. They're controlling this top side of the map. Humanoid jumps in. They're looking for the engage. The Lantern lands. Hero's entrance will come out, but already one down. Rift Herald is the target now for Splice. They don't want that to get a charge off. It will get one in, but it does not take the tower, and that is a win for Splice.
It's a win for G2.
Jankos caught out here though as he tries to get vision around the Infernal Dragons. As he pulled back with the Lantern. Caps stepping forward. There's the hook. Only hits onto Caps. Cleanses away. There's an
Try to find this window where before Splice get access to these big wombo.
Eventual finalists, they came third in spring, and then before that they were knocked out by G2.
But it's just not flashy, and so it's much easier to be a G2 fan when you see all these players just flexing on kids.
And they will secure it. 17 minutes in, they have a 1,000 gold lead or 600 gold lead over G2. As we approach kind of this more open map, as the laning phase ends and we look towards the next objective for these teams, it looks like Splice are going towards the mid lane. Perks uses a great ultimate just to get out of the range of the box, but Mickey is going to be sacrificed here. Splice once again get vision control around mid. Second item doesn't want to get caught out too many times. As Humanoid maybe gets caught out by Caps a little bit. Uses Glacial Path, can't follow it up as Xerxes comes in from the side as well, but Humanoid not going to pop the ult. With Wonder coming down, you think this will be the mid lane tower being opened up by G2.
Man, it's just Wonder saying that I got the top lane far enough forward.
Infernal over to Splice. 70% AD and AP is very strong. Perks is baiting here for his team. The hook comes out. Norscarin doesn't quite connect, but Xerxes comes in from the side, and now Humanoid going in with Glacial Path as well as the Barney in the mid lane. As the fight erupts, Wonder forced out. Mickey not in the best of shapes. Pulled out of the heroic entrance, and now Chachi's on the back line, and Splice are just running their way through G2. G2 step forward. They made a bait with Perks, but they were the ones baited as Splice just collapsed around them. Chachi can't quite get the chase up here. Looking for the final slice and dice, looking for that connection, but he's not quite close enough. And Perks is just going to run away with a supercharge. Chachi now in all kinds of hurt, trying to get towards the Lantern, caught out with the flawless duet, still healthy enough, he gets to the Lantern. Caps though might jump across the wall onto Chachi. The Infernal Drag goes down, Caps going in with a distortion. Oh, he misses the chains, and Chachi gets the hell out of there. Teleport coming in now from Perks as he tries to join the fight once again, but he's just going to push the mid lane. Caps jumping forward, Humanoid waiting in the bush, and Caps will go back. Going to chase him all the way down as well, but again a fight in the mid lane as Xerxes looks to go for the engage. Mickey low taken out. Xerxes can't get to the Lantern in time, and here comes Cap jumping in onto Norscarin. It's a 3v4 in favor of G2, but Humanoid just turns it around, almost gets out. Chachi now on the flank as Perks looks for the engage. There's the Requiem. Norscarin goes golden to stop it. Caps has jumped all the way back. Wonder flashed away from there by Norscarin, and it ends against the people who are near them in this playoffs. Now Caps has jumped onto Chachi here. Chachi pops the ultimate, trying to kill the weak as Caps gets engaged on, but jumps back away. The Baron has been started. Jankos on the wrong side of the map for it though, and already the Baron started here by Splice. However, you've got Mickey, you've got the taunt, you've got Aurelia there as well. The hook doesn't connect from Norscarin, and maybe Splice will back out of this one. A little bit too greedy from them perhaps as Chachi goes down towards the bottom side. The engage comes out. It's all on Mickey. They just want the Galio. They want the support. They'll take him out. The Baron tree set though ends up being a 1-for-1 trade. Now it's going to be a 5v5. You have to feel it's another Inferno. You can't give this up if you're G2. Perks step very far forward here. Jankos doing the Inferno. Splice realize maybe something's up as Caps goes in, gets caught out. Locked down. Is Caps down? He is! And perhaps within the hopes of G2 ever winning this fight. Jankos still on the dragon. Splice come down. They won't get it. Dragon goes across the G2, but already they've lost 3 players, and you have to think that's Baron on the cards for Splyce.
Yeah, they're guarding it, so perfect setup from Splyce. A massive team fight that, again, G2 walked into blind.
And their strategy come to the fore. Can you play this properly, Splyce, or will you get caught out by G2?
I think
Oh, they're going to try and catch them out themselves. Mickey hooked up. There's the box as well. So much damage coming out to him, and he's got 1. G2, you might have the wave clear, but if Xerxes just goes all in, you're going to fall. Redemption used as well here by Splyce. With Chachi, but Caps, no MR, remember, on that Renekton. All of G2 coming down here. Can Splyce react quickly enough?
He does have stopwatch.
He's got stopwatch. There's a hero's entry, trying to slice some dice out. We'll pop the ultimate. Cole the Weak coming out as well. Goes into stopwatch. Splyce, they just want to push mid. They just want to go for mid tower here. They will get the shutdown, but it's all 5 members of G2. The mid wave pushing in as the... Drake picked up quite late, not really going to do too much. Humanoid chased away here by Perks, who has a lot of damage on the Kai'Sa, sitting at 4 items himself. This tier 2 line. Tier 2 goes up down in the top lane for G2, but Splyce with 4 members strong can just push in. Remember, Perks has the teleport on the Kai'Sa. He continues to step forward. I've seen this story before. Make sure that they are in the best possible shapes. I think that was mostly for Humanoid, who was a little bit caught unawares. Oracle's lens was not used there from Xerxes. Could have been. Caps chunked out a little bit, but the wall of pain comes down. Humanoid going into the backline, trying to get Yankos. He flashes away. Hero Kindred's great hook on Caps. He cleanses. Now Splyce stepping forward. There's Cataclysm. Yankos forced off the backside of this fight, and Kobbe just opening up. Boomerang, boomerang, boom to G2. Here comes the Requiem down, as it looks like Yankos is just in the right position to use it. Humanoid pops. Perks can get onto the back of this fight. You can see Chachi backing away. Still has the teleport though. Caps on the back line as G2 trying to start the fight in the river. Chachi there. Caps has the flank position. He's gone back. Need the teleport in soon because Caps just going to jump in. Surprise, says Caps. That's 2 down. A 3rd to follow. And it's all on Kobbe. He takes out 1. Chachi's on the fight. Can Kobbe get the boomerangs in? Can he turn it around for his team? The only man who's been on this team the whole time. It's Kobbe. And it's a party for Splyce because they ripped through G2. Holy hell!
That said, the Baron has been saved for G2. Huge play from both members. Caps making sure that they stop the Baron, maybe following it up again.
Oh, almost landed the chains, but Chachi will get away just in the moment. What a fight from Kobbe, though. What a moment to step up and be counted for your team.
And the one time that Splyce actually lose vision control of an area, Caps manages to sneak into the darkened area.
He's got flash still. He's got the chains as well, but Kobbe still has the spell shield. 1 auto, 2 auto. Goodbye, Caps. Baron of the game, fully built Sivir in the perfect spot to take down the...
G2 could actually try to tank this up and take it, but Splyce smartly just immediately ran there.
On the hunt, Perks takes a crit. Chachi going in as well. Perks stunned up. Here comes Xerxes. He dunks onto Perks. They dunk Yankos as well, and already G2 2 men down. The Requiem coming out. Norskaven will be sacrificed for his team as Yankos gets a counter kill. But here from Splyce, 2 cannon minions in this wave as well as G2 3v4 trying to answer. Double talk comes out. Caps trying to jump on Kobbe, but he just doesn't have the damage. Wonder does though. That's Kobbe down, the shutdown, and maybe that's the fight that G2 needed. Caps will fall as well, but already G2 have 2, and now Chachi not in the best of spots as Mickey gets the taunt. Wonder looking for the chase, the slice and dice. Chachi will take him out. They turn it back around the stun. Is it enough? Is it enough? It's not the stopwatch. You can go golden all you freaking like, because Chachi will take you out for the triple.
This should be it. This is the nail in the coffin for G2, a team fight composition with battle stats galore, we're gonna call it, to survive the burst damage. All he needs to do is 1 W that gets off a single auto attack, and he will rip through G2's front line.
Caps with the flank, Kobbe caught out, but Chachi's on a rampage! That's a very dead Carthus, back to death for you. The Requiem comes out, it's not going to do too much through the locket. And now Mickey needs a perfect engagement, he doesn't have the flash. Caps forced away to the top side of the fight as G2 just trying to... Splyce is staring down G2 right now. They're looking them in the eye. They say, you want to play in the late game? Well, the late game is our friend. Perks jumps away with the supercharge, but caught out. There's the hero's entrance as well. Chachi will go down, but he's still got the GA. Mickey going in for the engage. Can't quite get the damage off, but Kali can. Vanguard's edge comes out. Caps still unable to get a good flank position. The Frozen Tomb on Wonders. He's underneath his towers. Caps gets the shut down onto Chachi, but it's just not enough. Kobbe's still alive, and that's all you need if you're Splyce. Going for those Nexus towers as one comes back out, but Kobbe sends him right back to the fountain. Splyce clearing it up. They stare down G2. And they will take down the top team in Europe.
Who is going to dictate the pace of that game? total opposites here. The fastest team in the league versus the slowest team in the league. And at 41 minutes, Splice say, you're the best in LEC, we're the best at 5v5. Fight us on our terms.
And time after time, they just pulled G2 into the fray. They said, G2, you don't want to fight us? Okay, you go to a side lane. We'll take everything on the rest of the map. We'll force the 4v5. We'll run face first into you, and we'll just bash you down.
And there were so many fights that G2 just weren't ready. They didn't expect Splice to be so decisive. And I want to talk about some of the key members of that decisiveness. Yes, you have champions like the Lysandra, like the Jarvan, so of course it's going to be Xerxes and Humanoid's names that come up. But Humanoid, a rookie, to be that willing to pull the trigger, to find the correct zone control, to find the correct target every single time, had a phenomenal performance.
Such a good performance. I remember talking about him week 2, week 3 when he was stepping up on the Lysandra and we were saying, hey, is this guy our rookie of the split? Then his name fell out of favor.